This meeting is being recorded.
Can you hear me? Online, am I audible? Can you hear me, ma? Yes. Good. Let me share the screen. Good. Good evening, everyone. Good. How are you all? Good. Fine. Nice. Let me show you what we have discussed yesterday. Yesterday, we discussed a topic called events. We discussed a topic called events, sir. In the events, what we discussed is there are different types of events such as mouse events, keyboard events, form events, window events, like on click, on double click, on mouse over, or on key up, on key down. Online is voice is clear, ma? I think voice is not clear. Online, is it clear now? For some people, it's not clear, I think they said. Okay, it's clear, perfect. Okay, focus here then. So, we have key up, key down, form events like on input, on change, on select, on submit. Or we have window events like on scroll, on resize, on scroll end. Yesterday we just understand what is event. Like we have events like drag also. On drag leave. The moment if someone trying to do drag and drop, they can use this. They can do drag and drop events also. You can use drag and drop. Okay. Or window events like whenever you are scrolling, like one page is there. Like if I'm scrolling, I wanted to do something, then I will use that scroll event. Or after scrolling some certain time, I wanted to try. Or like once I reach to the end of the page, I wanted to do something. Now see this. The moment I reach to the end, again it will load. These kind of things you can do using the scroll end. Or if someone is resizing a page, someone is just inspecting, just trying to reach resize. The moment they are trying to resize, what you want me to do is resize. Like this, we have different events, sir, which will work it on different purposes. Okay. Now, till now, whatever the events you done, these are called event handlers. What are they called, ma? Handlers. There are two ways. There are two ways. What happened last one? I asked him to call. Na? Did he came? I didn't understand. I have remote, but it is projector, I think. AC remote ఎవరి దగ్గర ఉంది అది పిల్ల ఒకసారి మర్చిపోయినట్టున్నాడు. Now there are two ways to represent events. To represent events. One is event handlers. One is Another one is event listeners. Event listeners. Event handlers వాళ్ళకి ఉక్కపోతూ ఉందంట. ఏసీ ఆన్ చేయాలి. ఏసీ ఆన్ చేయాలి. హ్యూమిడిటీ ఉంది. అది ఏసీదేనా? ఈవెంట్ హ్యాండ్లర్స్. Event handlers are declared in HTML. Event handlers are declared in HTML. They don't have any propagation. Today we will discuss what is propagation and all. But event listeners, usually we will write it in JavaScript, event listeners, not event handlers. Event listeners are defined in JavaScript. They have propagation. We'll see what is event handler. We'll see what is event listener. For example, one button is there. There is a button. On click, it is calling the fun. Now, the moment you click this button, it will call one function. What is the function name? Fun. Now, what if you never clicked it? It will never call. But I read this JavaScript, sir. Anyone, you can tell me, by seeing this JavaScript, can you tell when this fun will be called? By seeing this JavaScript, just JavaScript, can you tell when this fun function will be called? No? If you wanted to know, you should check it HTML also, na? In HTML, we are calling it. Just someone gives you only JavaScript. They did not give HTML. Can you tell when the function will be called? No, because this function will be called when you click a button in the HTML that's mentioned. But in reality, people don't like this. People will be like, if you don't know, like in tomorrow onwards, like when we have it big JavaScript files, HTML we don't see only. We want to write it declaration also in the JavaScript only. In that case, how do? They will use event listeners. Same thing, event listeners also will do. They will use something called event listener. What they will use, ma? How they will work? For this button, I will give one ID, btn1. First select the button, go here, write it here, document dot get element by ID, btn1. What is this document dot get element by ID btn1 will do? It will select the element. It will. Now which element I selected, sir? btn1. Once I selected this button, I will write add event listener. It's like I'm telling one event to this particular button. I'm telling it like instead of writing on click, you should write add event listeners. Okay, add event listeners are very important for the propagations. I will tell you. Add event listeners. What the add event listener will take? It'll take it two things. First one is event. First one is what event you want me to add, sir? On click. We call it as click. Click event. We don't write it event. We don't write it on. Click event. And once you click, it will run one function. What is the function name? You can write a callback function here only, or you can call another function. Now onwards, actually, we will use add event listeners only. Then what is this line means? It means I selected one button. If you click that button, it will call fun. If you click this button, you will call fun. Now, what is the main difference? What is the advantage over event listeners? Or what are the advantages over event handlers to event listeners? First one, code will be completely in the JavaScript. Code will be completely in the JavaScript. Second one, it will have a feature called propagation. I will tell you what is propagation. Okay. I didn't tell you still, but it will have a feature called propagation. Anyone have a question, ma? Does anyone have any question? No. Now, let me write it here one more time. This one I am removing it. Now you don't need it. For ID, ptn2, ptn2, document dot get element by ID, ptn2, ptn2, dot add event listener, add event listener. I'm writing here one function click. If anyone click this button, automatically I am calling a callback function. Did you remember anyone what is it mean by callback function? Function in the parameter of another function. Function in the parameter of add event listener is a one function. Na? In that parameters I am giving another function. Na? So inside one we will call it as callback. Now if I write it here something console dot log hello world. Now they go. You go here, write it here directly on click. Here only I will write it here console dot log hello world. Now anyone tell me what will happen if you click this button? If you click this button, what will happen, sir? It will print the hello world. Any doubts in this line? Any doubts, ma? No. If I write it here, this, in this way, one fun. Now what will happen? It will call the fun. It will call the fun. Instead of doing this, if you do this here, if you go here, go live, see here. If I go here, console. If you click this button, it's printing hello world. Correct. Or I can do it here. Go here. I can call here fun. If you click this button, what will happen, sir? It will call the fun. Go here, fun. And in the fun, what you are doing? Printing the hello world. Right or not? But instead of doing in HTML, same code, instead of doing in same code in HTML, I am doing directly in JavaScript. I'm doing directly in. Now see this HTML. Now do you know what will happen if you click this button? Can you tell what will happen if you click this button, sir, now? No, you can't tell. Now go to JavaScript code. Now tell me. If I take document dot get element by ID btn indirectly this button. If I click this button, how to give it click action? Add event listener. What do we write, ma? Add event listener. Now this add event listeners will take two values. One is event. One is second one is callback function. Second one is callback function. Online, is it clear, ma? Now if I click this button, what will happen? Anyone tell me. If I click this button, what will happen? Hello world. What will happen? See. Are you getting my point, sir? Now, everyone start write it. Now try this. First, try this, everyone. Create a button. Online also try it with create a button with ID in HTML. Create a button with ID in HTML. Just create it, sir. Are you guys writing create with a button? No. Create it, sir. Is it created? Online, are you all there, ma? Online, are you all there? Is it done? Online, did you all created a button with an ID, ma, online? Yeah. Second, go to JavaScript. In JavaScript, select the button. Select the button. How do you select the button? Document dot get element by ID. And then add event listener. Call add event listener. Call add event listener. With the two arguments. With the two arguments. Which is like click. First one is click. Second one is callback function. Write one function. Online, did you all tried it, ma? Indirectly, what you are asking is create a button with an ID equals to something btn. Write it here, click me. And same way, JavaScript, what you will write? Document dot get element by ID. ID name btn dot add event listener. Click one function. Inside this function, just to write something. You can do anything, whatever you want in this function. You can give a function name or you can directly write the function. You can write a function name and write the function separately, or you can write the function here itself. Online, is everyone done, ma? Online, is it everyone done? Good. Next. Next one. Next one. Now you all wrote this so that in JavaScript also you can give the events. But you said it's there something called propagation, right? Now, there is one concept in JavaScript. This is thoda advanced topic. In some interviews, if they wanted you to twist or something, give advanced questions, they will give this question. What is event propagation? Question is, what is event propagation? Event propagation. Propagation. When we apply events to one element, automatically automatically it triggers events for another element usually it is from parent to child or child to parent. By default, events will propagate. What is that mean by that? I will tell you. Imagine I have a box. This is one div. Inside this, there is another div. Inside this, sorry. Inside this, there is another div. Can you create this in HTML? You can create this in HTML. Not a big deal, right? Online, are you all there till now? Online, are you all there? Right. Now I am writing 3 functions. Dekho. Each div, I am giving some names. First div is having a name A. What is the first div name? Second div is having a name called B. Just I am giving an example. Third div is having a name called C. Like in real websites also, so many times, so many divs will be inside and so many other divs. Right or not? Now, if I click, I wrote 3 functions. If I click C, it should print C clicked. If you click C, it will print C clicked. If you click B, it should print B clicked. If you click A, it should print A clicked. Any doubts in my question? Task is everyone. Now the task is, there are 3 elements. A is the main parent. B is the child. C is the grandchild kind of thing. You can imagine. B is child of A. C is child of B. Any doubts? If you click C, what should print? If you click B, what should print? If you click A, what should print? But do you know what will happen? I wanted to try same thing, but some error will happen. See this. Now, first I'm going to create this. Same thing I will try it, but some error will happen. You can see that. Sound came. Okay. Now, see this here. I'm creating here div with an ID GP grandparent. I will give some style so that you can see it. Height 400 pixel. 400 pixel. Width 400 pixel. Border 1 pixel. Solid red. Inside this div, I will create another div. Div P height 200. Inside this div, I'm creating another div, which is like div height C height 100. Now online or offline, whoever trying it with me also can try this. Does anyone have doubt in this, what I created? Online, anyone have any question in HTML? Online, anyone have question? No. Is it clear, everyone? No. Good. Go here, sir. I have 3 boxes. Can you see this here? 3 boxes here. Now, let me write here in JavaScript. Everyone tell me how to write JavaScript for event. If I click C, I wanted to print C clicked. Tell me how to write that. Online, tell me ma. Don't write on click. Again, I'm telling it. Don't write on click. On click ka time ho gaya. Now onwards, we will write it. We will write it something called add event listener. Now I will try it here. Document dot get element by ID. What is ID name? C. C dot add event listener. And what is the event you are adding? Click. I can add click event to anything, not only buttons. Don't think buttons only clickable. Anything can be clickable. Comma. If anyone click this, sir, you will run one function. You will run one. Now inside this function, I will print some alert. I will print alert C got clicked. If online everyone understand till now, that's fine then. Online is everyone understand? Online and offline. Everyone understand ma? Any doubts here? Go here. Go to this. Click this C. C means inner wala. What got printed? C got clicked. कोई doubt नहीं है. And now the problem comes. देखो. Now same code. I will go here anyway. If anyone click the parent, write it here. P got clicked. Or if anyone click the grandparent, I have 3 IDs. You can see it here. GPPC. I put it simple names only. Here GP got clicked. Anyone have question in this code? Code is ho gaya actually. Does anyone have any doubts in the code? No. Everyone clear with the code? Our code is, sir, our task is, if you click this A will be clicked. If you click this B will be clicked. If you click this C will be clicked. That only I wrote it, right? But now everyone see one problem will happen. I click here inner wala. C got clicked aa gaya na? Now see the problem. Can you see what happened? Did I click the P? What I clicked? But it will think like you click C. C is inside what? So it will think like you click P also. P is inside what? So it will think, next it will think GP is also clicked only. This is called event propagation. What is it called? When you apply event to one element, when you trigger, you click one element cut event, but actually it will apply event for another element also, even though you did not click them. This will happen in only parent-child analogy. This is called event propagation. Event will propagate. Propagate bole to move. In English, propagate means move. Event will move here. Now, if I click here, second one, P. Anyone guess what will print? P got clicked. After this, GP got clicked. Why? Because P is inside the GP. What is this? See, did I write anywhere event propagation? No, I did not write it. This is will by default happens. Sir, I don't want it to happen, sir. You can stop it by using stop propagation. You can take the event, whatever the event I got, Yesterday I took event na directly. You can take event here also. Event dot stop propagation. If you put it, it will stop the propagation. Now, if you click this event, C got clicked. Now see, C got clicked, P got clicked. Did the GP got clicked, ma? Why? Because after P got clicked, you stopped the propagation. If I stopped it here only, it will not move. That what is this mechanism is called by default? Propagation. What is it called? In propagation, events will move two ways. Actually, top to bottom, bottom to top. In propagation, events move in two ways. In two ways. Top to bottom, and bottom to top. Bottom to top. Bottom to top by default, bottom to top approach will be done. It is also called bubbling. What is the default mechanism is called, ma? Bubbling. Now when I click the inner child, it comes to the from inner to outer it is coming, na? Bottom to up is coming, na? That is called bubbling. What is it called? Bubbling. I can do reverse also. That means when I click the child, na, first grandparent will be clicked, then parent will be clicked, then child will be clicked. That mechanism is called capturing. We can make events move from top to bottom top to bottom, called capturing. What is it called? To make capturing work, we need to define third argument in add event listener as true. We need to define third argument in the add event listener as true. Now, we go here, everyone. In the event listeners, how many arguments you are giving, sir, here? Two arguments only you are giving, na? What is the first one you are giving? Second one, function. You can also give third argument. By default, actually, third argument is false. Write it here, true. Write it here. Just I am writing true. Now you go here. If I click this one, what is first one is calling? Then what will call? Then what will get called? This reverse technique is called capturing. Reverse technique is called, you can make the events go in a capturing way or bubbling way. Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear till now? Online, is it clear? If you have any question, you can ask me online. Are you there? When you have multiple events, if I have this, I will tell you in real time example, don't worry. Now, see here. If I click this, only this should work now. But it will think it like, okay, you clicked this div. There are two divs, A and B. If I click this, automatically what your browser will think, you click B and you click A also, it will think. Did I click the A? No, I clicked only B. It will think it like, first you clicked B and then you clicked the A also. This is called event propagation. What is it called? The basic definition event propagation is like when you apply trigger any event to one element, it will assume that you triggered parent or child element also, another element also, it will assume. That is called event propagation. Literally events are moving. First on click here, then again on click to this, then again here, like that it will move. But how these events move? First E1, then A1. So first bottom one and then top one. That is called bubbling. What is it called? Do I need to mention for bubbling anything, ma? No. Bubbling is the default one. Bubbling is the. But if I apply same thing in reverse, if I want it in reverse, that is called capturing. If I click the B, first A should run, then B should run. That is called capturing. What is it called? Are you getting my point, sir? When do we need this all? Acha dekho. Now, I will tell you one scenario. Anyone can think. There is one page, web page, in that so many movies are there, like Netflix. So many movies are there. Let's take the movie's name A, B, C, B. If I click A na, then it should print A movie. If I click B na, it should go to B movie. If I click C na, it should go to C movie. If I click D, but only ABCD will be there in Netflix. Lakhs of movies will be there, na? Can I write it each one function? Are you getting my point, sir? I will click A. I want A. I will click B, but I want B. I will click C. I want C. But I cannot write each one function. Think what we can do. Online, did you understand question, ma? Online, everyone, did you understand the question? Jit, did you get it? Now, focus here. How to do, like, when I click here, when I click the A, I want only A. Sir, you can write it document dot get element by A, add event listener, and write one function. But how many functions I have to write? For all products, I can't write all, na? No. But I know one logic. The logic is, if I click here, on click, after on click is working on this, where this on click will go? To parent. Where this on click will go, ma? See, for this parent, imagine there is one function X. If you click this parent, it will happen this X. If I click A, parent X also will run, na? If I click this B, parent X also will run, na? If I click this C, parent X also will run na? Sir, that means any child element you click, automatically it will apply it for the parent also. Online, are you getting my points? Huh? You click here A. Automatically anyway parent also will be clicked after this. If you click B, again parent will be clicked because bubbling will be there. Bubbling means after clicking the child, parent also will be clicked automatically. You don't need that. Now if you click C, automatically child also, parent will be clicked. D, parent will be clicked. If 1 lakh items are also there, every time parent will be clicked, right or not? Are you getting my point, sir? So parent can print it, na? If parent prints it, that's very easy then, instead of child's printing it. Are you getting my point, sir? Let me try it in real time. I will put here 4 buttons. I will put here 4 buttons. This is one of the technique where, see, there are so many ways where you can use this event bubbling and capturing. You need to think about in a depth way. But this is one of the scenario where most people use it. Now, button asterisk 4 ptn1, or like let's write it here, banana, papaya, apple, mango. If you click banana, you should print it. Okay, you clicked banana. If you click papaya, it should print you clicked papaya. If you click apple, it should print you clicked apple. If you click mango, it should print you clicked mango. Online, are everyone clear, ma? Question? Online, everyone clear with the question, ma? Now, can I write 4 functions, ma? No. Why? Because what if tomorrow 100 fruits are there? Right or not? Same like movies example only this is. Now what I will do, I will write it directly for one event, document dot get element by ID, buttons, add event listener, click, one function, console.log. Okay, I will print you clicked. Now everyone see this example. I have banana, na? I will click banana. What printed, sir? You clicked. But did I write it, that function for banana? Did I write that function for banana? No. Then for what I wrote? For parent. For banana is inside the buttons. I wrote it for buttons. But when I click banana, that function is running, na? Why? By event propagation. By event, you clicked here banana. Then it will be like, do I have any banana click function? No. Then it will call the parent also. I am got clicked, parent also got clicked. Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear, sir? Now, everyone dekho. Now, if I click papaya, what it is printing again? You clicked. If I click here apple, what it is printing? If I click mango, what it is printing? If I have 1000 buttons, will it print 1000 times or not? Yes, na? It will print 1000 times, na? Did I write 1000 functions? With one function, if you write for a parent, automatically you can do this, because you know after it clicked a child, it will go to parent. You know that. Okay. And that is the power of bubbling or event things. Now, there are so many other examples also. This one is one of the famous example. Now, sir, someone is asking it like, what if I wanted to print, you clicked banana, papaya individually. You can print that also. E. Can anyone bole to what is E? What is E, sir? E bole to event. What is the event? Hey, what is the event here, Ray? Oh, yeah. Add event listener is a function. What is the event here? Click. What is the event here? Thank you, sir. Thanks for higher understanding. Good. E dot target. Yesterday we discussed this. Anyone tell me, if I click this E dot target, target means which element you applied event, right or not? Yesterday, which element I applied event is target, na? Now go here. I clicked here banana 1. Now what it is printing? HTML element banana 1. This is E dot target is the banana 1. Now you go here. I will just directly print it. You click E dot target. I will directly print it. Can you see banana it printed? If I click papaya, if I click apple, if I click mango, every time when you are clicking, that value is inside E dot target. Most people who forgot yesterday one, I'm telling it one again. E means event. E means E dot target means which element trigger that event. Which element triggered that event? Banana element triggered, or papaya button triggered, or mango button triggered, or apple button triggered. Which element triggered that one is called E dot target. E dot हमको चाहिए वो target का अंदर क्या है? Can anyone tell me how to get it the text inside an element? Text inside an element. What you will do, sir? Text content or inner text you can use. Text content or inner text. Text content or inner text कुछ भी दोनों में यूज होता. If you understand this one, what I taught today, you can actually rock the most of the interviews. You need to understand with tomorrow's class, majority of the interviews you can solve it, today's and tomorrow's. And go here. If I click this first one, what is printing? थोड़ा space देता हूँ. Now, if I click papaya, apple, mango, what if I have 1000 buttons? Will it work for 1000 buttons or not? Right? Did I write 1000 functions? With just 2-3 lines of one simple function, you can actually work it for 1000 things. Netflix have 1 lakh movies. Anytime you click one movie, it will print it for that particular movie, one function it will run. Do you think for each and every div they will write separately? No. When you go for Amazon, you have thousands of products. Everything, whenever you add it to the cart, you wanted to print it like, yes, apple is added to the cart. When you added some product like mango is added to the cart, you want to print. Do you think for every time it should give one function? No. If you write it one function per parent, automatically all the children items will come. This is one of the real-time use of event propagation. Event, here bubbling is happening. Okay. But here only one event, parent only running. So bubbling or capturing it will work in the same way. In real time, what will happen? This button will be inside somewhere div na. One view header will be there. Header ke andar aur ek div will be there. Inside that somewhere this button will be there. So it will check it multiple divs. In that cases, capturing or bubbling matters. Okay. If we do this, it will decrease the performance of the code. Not at all. If we do this, it will not at all decrease the performance code. It is actually one of the good technique. This technique is called the technique of triggering parent instead of children. This technique of writing code is called event delegation. You are writing, instead of writing for each children, you are directly writing for parent, na? As a technique is called event delegation. When we write it for each button, it will decrease. Sure. Sir, E is the parameter of the function or event. Dekho, E is event. By default, it will be passed as a parameter. By default, for that function, event will be passed as the parameter. Yesterday also we did that. Next. Sir, bubbling is child to parent. Here we are going from parent to child. Here we are not going from parent to child or anywhere. Here child is not having any click event only. If the child is having any click event, so directly you are getting it child and then parent only. Okay. Directly parent is coming. So it doesn't matter bubbling or child. But how do you know it's a bubbling only? Because I did not mention any third argument. If you don't mention, by default it is false. Online, is it clear everyone, ma? Online, is it clear everyone, ma? Just create it. Just create it on your own. Okay. This technique is also one of the important technique in people. They will ask you in real time, event propagation is used in one technique. If we give true, it will go to the capturing online. It will go to capturing Chinmaya. But our answer will be same. Event propagation is used in one technique called event delegation. It is a technique or design pattern. Most people will not tell you this, but this very interesting one. Design pattern. It is a technique or design pattern which takes events of parents into consideration instead of individual writing individual child items events. It is used in clean code and it increases performance. There are some technique to write nice clean code. Clean code बोले तो अच्छे से code लिखना. Like not having any kind of silly things wherever you want to put ifs and all. We don't put logically. Online, anyone have any questions, ma? What does it mean by event delegation? Again, I'm telling it. Event delegation means whatever we did this only. This technique is called event delegation. Okay. Sir, here inside one div, 4 buttons are there, na? I told first we thought it like write it for each button and button, but it is not a good method. Instead of writing children item, we write it for parent item, na? That idea is called event delegation. What is it called? Event delegation. Online, anyone doubts? Is it clear? Now, one more time, एक बार events पूरा देखेंगे. First onwards. Events are used to trigger functions. Events are used to trigger functions. Now, you will trigger the events in multiple ways. You will trigger the thing with multiple ways. First, what are different events? First one, mouse events. Mouse events are triggered by mouse actions. Like when you click with the mouse, when you double click with the mouse, when you put mouse over the element, when you leave the mouse over the element, those things. Second one, keyboard events. What is the second one? Keyboard. Keyboard events works with keyboard. When you press a key up, key down. Whenever you press a key down. Whenever you release a key up. Next one, form events. Like whenever you are giving input, like Google, whenever I'm typing input, automatically it's coming. You might seen this in Amazon and all also will do this actually. Go here, network. Now, if I go here, if I type it here, O, can you see the moment I'm typing, it is working something in here, dekho. See this in this particular XHR. The moment you type here, every time something will happen. Same thing Google also will do. That means the moment you are typing, something is working. MODILE. Some function is working whenever you are clicking on it. Okay. What is this XHR and all we'll discuss in tomorrow's actually. But whenever you are typing, something is working, that is on input. What is it called? Or after we write certain time, I wanted to work, or whenever I change, like one drop down is there. You go to some websites, like state will be there, city will be there. If I select the state Telangana, then in city column only Telangana cities will come. If I select the state Bihar, only Bihar cities will come. That means the second drop down is getting cities whenever you change the input in the first drop down. So for that you will use on change. What you will use, ma? On change. Some job applications, if you go, there will be one option called, do you have any disability or not? The moment you click na, some things will disappear. And the moment you not click it here, some things will appear, some kind of functionality will be there. That is called on select. What is it called? Or in some websites, when you submit the form, it will check the form, it will print it something, it will do some kind of validations. That is on submit. Like this, we have different events. Online is voice is clear. Online, are you getting it clear, ma? I think some are not getting. Now, you have window events also, other events like scroll events, resize events, scroll end events. Sir, I wanted to do drag and drop. Drag and drop events are there. Someone yesterday did it. One person tried whiteboard animation. So if you have time, try it with some kind of nice paint kind of one. You can do that using canvas. Okay. Next. Those events are also there, ma. It's just very rarely we will use them. So that's why I'm not going with it. But if we have time in the last day, I will just give you a glance. Okay. Those things. Those were the advanced one. In interviews and all, they won't ask, but like these are cool features, like drawing one, painting one, or drag and drop one. These are cool features, cool ones. Now, next. There are two ways to represent an event. How do you give events? Two ways. First one is event handlers. What is the first one? Second one is event listeners. What is the second one? Online, someone asked me, is it required to remember all events? No, not at all. That's why I'm telling it. In interview, sir, no one will ask you, name all the events. Never. Interviews, what they will ask you, do you know how to use events? Tell me the most famous, whatever the events we discussed are famous, every day we'll use. On click Harish din aata. So farm events Harish website mein hota. Those things will be there. But whatever the new things like drag or something like paint, these things will be very rarely. Like at that time, if they are having requirement, they will do that. And in interview, they will never ask. Interview, never they will ask. Okay. Again, event handlers and listeners. Event handlers are declared in the HTML. Event handlers are declared in the and event listeners are declared in the JavaScript. They declared in the JavaScript. Next. How do you do that? We did one example. I created one button here, button, ID, BTN. First I select this BTN. How did I select it? Document dot, get element by ID, BTN, add event listener, click function, I run. So if anyone click this button, sir, automatically it will work this function. That's what I'm saying it. Right, sir? Next. Next. The main difference between event handler and event listener is event handlers don't have propagation. What they don't have, ma? But event listeners have propagation. Event listeners have propagation. And what is a propagation? Propagation means when you apply an event to one element, that event will move. That event will move to another element also. Okay. Now, either it will move from parent to child or child to parent. Imagine it is moving from child to parent. What is it called? Child to parent. Bottom to top. What is it called? Bubbling. What is it called? By default, bubbling will be there. You don't need to write anything bubbling. We never wrote bubbling. Automatically bubbling aata. But what if I want reverse? Parent to child I want. Capturing. What is it called? Capturing. So first you will write it in the true. How do you get it capturing? You will write it here true in the last column. And that's what we wrote. Yeah, it is compulsory to add it there. Like that is the third argument. Third argument is to check whether capturing is there or not. And whenever we want, we can stop propagation using stop propagation method. Okay. Yeah. Is it clear, ma? Now, next. Before we move to the asynchronous JavaScript, let's have some basics here. Today we are going to understand the basics of asynchronous JavaScript. Tomorrow you are going to understand big topics like promises, fetch, API, how to get the data from backend and all. Tomorrow don't miss the class. Now, let's write it here anyway. First C, asynchronous JavaScript. Let's have a good introduction of this. How many classes are left? Mostly by end of this month, your course will be done. Like next weekend. Next weekend, your course will be done mostly. Oh. Asynchronous JavaScript. Basically, JavaScript is a synchronous one. That means it will go with line by line. But still, you can do this. Asynchronous JavaScript means some functions or actions which takes some time to execute. it will execute the certain parts of the code asynchronously. Asynchronously. It will improve. What are the like, for example, go here, sir. Let's go here. Like, you are doing 4 actions in the JavaScript. Dekho, I am running some code, sir. I am doing A. I'm doing B. I'm doing C. I'm doing D. Imagine 4 statements or 4 functions are there in your program. Normal JavaScript will work synchronous. Means what will happen, sir? First A will run. First what it will run? When? Any doubts in this? Imagine in the B some problem happened. What will happen? It will stop because it is going it one by one. That's how the JavaScript will be there now. But asynchronous means, imagine A runs and B came and B says it like, no, I will take some time. Immediately JavaScript will be like, go outside and it will run the C. Imagine C also said, I will take some time. JavaScript will be like, okay, I will run you later. Then go with the D. Then after that, B will run. And after that, C will run. It will help to run multiple tasks. Okay, anyway, JavaScript will run one task at a time. But some tasks which are taking time or some tasks which will run later, those tasks will be separated so that remaining task will be done. You go to websites like ClickBus. Mostly boys uses this. I think girls also will use this. You guys know ClickBus website, ma? Now, if I open this website, sir, imagine a match is running on. Now, whenever, for example, after certain time, after some 2 minutes or something, if a score got updated, will the whole page will update or only this particular part will be updated? Only part will be updated. Have you ever seen that, sir? When you click on it, will the whole screen will be updated, sir? No. Only certain part will be updated. That means this part is saying it to remaining code. Make it all your code. Humko chhod do. Now this guy is running separately. This guy. Right or not? You can make certain parts run slowly again and again later. You can literally separate this particular code separately from the remaining ones using this asynchronous logic. So because it will take some time, sir. I go to one website, ma. In one website, after certain time, after some 10 seconds, I will get one pop-up. It will say hi. Now that means, is it running every time at a time? No. Whole page is running one time and another thing is saying it like hi after certain time. Let's open Naresh Shetty website. If I open nareshshetty.com. Now, I go here. I just go here. Why pop-up will come na? Normally dekho. Does this pop-up came immediately when I started the page? This pop-up also somewhere people will write one code na. But does this happen immediately? No, it will be like, okay, now whole program what it does, it was like, chhod do this pop-up. Remaining pura code khatam karo. Only this pop-up runs separately after everyone is done. And this is called asynchronous code. What is it called? Synchronous code. JavaScript can do this. Online, are you getting my point, ma? Online, are you getting my point? In so many websites, you will see this asynchronous one. Okay, which will run after a certain time. Okay. Now, what is the main advantage of this asynchronous one? This one will give you better performance. Imagine whenever score is updated, I refresh the whole page. Will it be good? No, because to update the whole page, it will take some time. You have to load the images, I have to load the videos, I have to load some things. Instead of this, again CSS all I have to run. This all I don't need. I need only score ka update chahiye. Right? Take your counter example, Ray. Actually, in your counter example also, you all did counter app, na? You did counter app. So many people did this. Now, if I go here, if I click this plus, go here, inspect, body, div, take this, click here, plus. What is happening? Is it updating whole thing? See, is it updating whole thing? Only certain part is updating, na? ये भी asynchronous है. But difference is, originally asynchronous functions take some time to run. This guy is running immediately. Okay. So that's why we are not consider that as asynchronous. Okay. But now onwards, whatever we discuss, like front end to get backward data, back end has to give me data. Okay. I typed something A, all the names with the movies with A from back end, I should get it. So it will take some time, na? And that is called asynchronous event. Oh, sorry, asynchronous functions. Okay. Now let's write it, sir. It will increase the performance. It will increase with the improve responsiveness. Responsiveness. Why responsiveness? Because in ClickWise website, if I load it every time, it will again, so whole CSS has to lay out. Again, whole layout has to check it. Like how it is looking in mobile, how it is looking in normal. Everything has to be loaded. That is not a good. Instead, keep it everything as it is. If only that score change karo. Imagine in that score, something wrong happened. Show that wrong only, but don't change remaining thing. Are you getting my point, ma? That way it will give you something good responsiveness. Next, it will simplify the code. Simplify the code. Now, you can do, we can perform asynchronous actions in JavaScript using 3 ways. First one, callbacks. What is the first one? Second one, promises. What is the second one? Third one, async await. Online, does anyone have any question till now, ma? Online, does anyone have any question till now, ma? In this class, does anyone have any question? No. If anyone have question, please mention it. Now, first one, callbacks. You all know callback means. Callback means in one function parameter, you can give another function. Okay. Callbacks are the functions which are given in another function parameters. To use callbacks for asynchronous JS, we can use timers. The most famous example of callbacks asynchronous is timers. There are two default methods are there. Okay, these methods are called timers. What are the methods are called? Timers. They are by default in the browser only they will give. Like browser giving you document na? Browser giving you console na? Same way, browser gave you two methods also, like alert how it gives, confirm how it gave. Same way, it will give you one method called set timeout. What is the method name? Set timeout. Set timeout will take two things. One is callback, another one is time. One is callback, another one is time. Oh, time also in milliseconds it will take. This function will execute its callback after the time is over only. There is one function. In that function, if you give callback na, and if you give certain time na, it's like a time bomb. So for time bomb, you will put one time. So once the time is over, it will just blast. The same way, it will take one callback function and it will take some time. Whenever the time is over, only it will blast. Else it will not do. Let's do it. Let's do practically. Timers.txt. Timers, not txt. Timers. Index.html. Index.html. Script.js. Go here. Exclamation import. Now go here. Script. src /script.js. Now I'm giving here p count 0. Everyone see my code. Anyone have doubts in my code ma? HTML? No. I have one paragraph with ID count. I will take it here. Const para equals to document dot get element by ID count and let c value equals to 0. C value equals to, now if I write it here, function, no need of set timeout, I will write directly. Set timeout, one function, one callback function, first argument. Second argument is time. Second argument is 5000 C++ para dot text content equals to C. Can anyone guess what happened? What I did? Online, anyone guess what I did? So I just updated. After what time? 5 seconds. So after 5 seconds, 0 will become 1. Initially, you put one HTML, sir. In HTML, what did you give? 0. Now, when 0 got loaded here, initially it is 0. Am I doing anything in the 0? No. Now see here. after 5 seconds, it will only become the 1. But is it happening immediately? It will never happen immediately. Any doubts? Online, any question, ma? You can do it with real websites also. Go here. I will go here. I will see what I will do. Now see what I'm going to do. Set timeout. Set timeout. Here I'm going to write one function. Function. And inside this function, I'm going to write document dot body dot text content equals to empty. You know what we'll do? Pura body गायब होता, right? I will give some time. It is the time bomb actually. So now exactly why it is not 10,000. Let's go here, run this. Now it will give current time. It started the timer. Now it will wait in 10 seconds. It will just make it everything disappear. Oh, spelling document wrong, sir. Okay, spelling mistake. Let me try one more time. Document. Now. Now. After certain time. Are you getting my point, sir? Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear? But think about it. Clearly think and tell me. Now, anyone tell me which one will run first? Line number 6 or line number 8? Which one will run first? Line number 6 or 8? I am printing it here in line number 4. Console.log hi. Now, in output, first hello world will come, then hi will come. Right? Now, in interview, how they will ask you? ये बोलो 1 millisecond. Which one do you think will print first? Hello world. What will come first? Now, sir, why? Because you are running A, B, C, D, na? First, JavaScript will like this. A, do you want me to run? Yes, run. B is like, no, I will take some time. How much time? 1 millisecond only. But still, JavaScript will not wait. JavaScript will be like, you want 1 millisecond? Na, chhod do. Then it will run C. It will run D. If 1,000 lines are there, it will run all 1,000 lines. Then it will come for that. Maybe that 1 millisecond is over long back, but still that guy will wait. For example, I'm asking each one of you some question. One guy said it like, no, sir, I will take some time. I said him to go out and wait. Then he can't come whenever he knows. Until I complete everyone, he should wait. Are you getting my point, ma? JavaScript works like that. Now, if I go here, this console.log, I'm putting in a for loop. For this is very interesting. In interview, they will ask you this kind of things in a tricky way. Something like 1,000 I plus plus. How many times I'm printing I? Sorry, I'm printing the hello world. How many times? In this 1,000 times, 1 millisecond will be long back over na. But after 1,000 times printing, only that one will be printed. If you see here, first 1,000, why 999 only? 0 to 999. According to my logic, it should be 1000 na? हाँ? 0 to 999 बोले तो 1000 है ना? हाँ 1000 है. नहीं, 0 to 999 1000 है वो. Now, anyway, see, after printing 1000 times, now let me do more trick. See, if you understand this now, you will understand. Now, bolo, anyone. Which one you think will print first? I or hello world 1000 times? Hello world 1000 times. Because now see, this guy said it like, sir, I will take some time. How much? 0 minutes. But still, you taking time. That's what JavaScript thinks. JavaScript, the moment it sees set timeout, it will take time. It will be like, chhod do. Online, are you getting my point, ma? Online, are you getting my turn? If we didn't pass the time, then what will happen? Now, this is very interesting. Now, see, by default, if you did not pass the time, it will try to execute immediately. But if any asynchronous is not there, if there is no synchronous code is there, it will run immediately. Like, for example, this guy is not telling any time. So he is my first preference. One guy said it 2 seconds, another guy said it 10 seconds. So after 2 seconds and 10 seconds only I will run. This guy is not telling any time. Whenever I'm free, I'm first giving chance to him only. Are you getting my point, ma? It's like zero only indirectly. Not giving time is like giving the time zero. Are everyone clear with this time, mama? Online? There is another timer also. Example, set timeout. The pop-ups, Naresh Shetty pop-up you showed na, is set timeout only. After certain time, it's printing. Okay, set timeout. You will write one function. Function console.log hello world with certain time 1000 seconds. But there is another guy called set interval. Set timeout. How many times set timeout will run? Tell me how many times it will run? One time only, na? I said 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, only one time, na? But I want it again and again and again and again. I want it to run. Count is there. I wanted 1, 2, 3 to increase only. I don't want it to stop. That is called set interval. What is it called? Set interval. Same syntax. It will also take one callback and it will take a time in milliseconds. This function will execute its callback callback for every time every time every time of given time is over. So every time the time is over, again and again and it will run. Okay, for set timeout it's after certain time. This is like for every time. Now example is exactly same. You won't change the example. Instead, you will write it set interval. But execution is different. It will run differently. Is there any stop condition? Yes, it is there. I will tell you. Don't worry. We will discuss the stop conditions and we will leave now. Focus here. Now, instead of set interval, if I go to my, instead of set timeout, if I go to this function, same function, copy, paste, I'm giving here set interval. Here, something like 2000. Now everyone go here, refresh it. Can everyone see what is happening? For every 2 seconds, high is printing or not? First 1000 LOLs are common, right? Because this guy also on asynchronous only. He will come after certain time. This guy comes every 2 seconds to me. And this is the ClickBuzz ka example. Earlier, Naresh Shetty pop-up one is set timeout. But ClickBuzz, that score is there, na? Every 10 seconds it will run actually. If anyone watches the match in live match, they will understand. Every 10 seconds it will load only that particular part. 10 seconds or 1 minute, they will go and they will bring it. Live score and this guy have some certain difference actually. So the difference will be there. If you watch live match and if you watch ClickBuzz, you will have some time difference. Okay. That is because in this website, what will happen? These websites, they will have a particular time. After every particular time, they will go to the score one, they will check it with the API and they will bring the data. Online, is it clear, ma? Now see 37, 38, it will go on only for every 2 seconds. You can put whatever the time you like. You can put it like faster also. Go here. Online, are you getting my point, ma? Online, anyone have any questions? Online or offline? No. Sir, is it going like this? Is it good? Now, after some 1 lakh, it will say error. Now, instead of that, I want it to stop. Now, how to stop this, sir? After reaching 100, it should stop. Some websites you go, na, they will, when you scroll, na, after certain point, they will show my 100 clients, 0 to 100, it will go, and 100 clients, it will show, okay, 1000 customers, 1 lakh customers, they will show like this numbers only. Okay, but after reaching 100 or 150, it should stop, na? How to make it stop? Set interval, or how to make it stop? Set timeout. To stop, set timeout or set interval. We have time stoppers, which are clear timeout and clear interval. Clear timeout and clear interval. Normally, sir, Veko, for example, I clicked OTP. OTP, if I click send, automatically it will send OTP to me. I have to enter the OTP. It will give 1 minute time. If after 1 minute na, it will come one more function like, do you want to send OTP again? Send again, that will come after 1 minute. Right or not? I put a set timeout like after 1 minute it should come. But what if before 1 minute only user enters the OTP? Will they get it that send again? I don't want them na. Because before 1 minute only they did that. I want them to stop. For example, Naresh Shetty showed me a brochure. Do you want to take this course? Imagine I'm already watching that course only. I'm already in the Naresh Shetty. Already I bought that course. I already win that course. Now, do they show that again? No, na. So for that person, it should stop, na. So how it will do? This is what clear timeout will do. Clear timeout it is used to remove or clear the traces of set timeouts using its object value. Whenever you create this set timeout, you have to store this set timeout with certain object value, and using that object value you can stop it. Same thing clear time interval also will do. Clear interval also will do the same thing. I will tell you how to do that. It is used to remove or clear the traces of set interval using its object value. How to do that object value, I will show you. Now, go here, how to do that. Now, you are writing set interval now. You should store this set interval with one value, any value, name, one object name like my time. So now all the set interval is stored in one object value. What is the name? My time. What is the name, ma? Now, if I will write it, you can put it whenever, anywhere you want. I will write it like this. Dekho. If C value equals to 100, clear interval, my time. Whatever the object ID you have, it will work. Now, anyone guess what will happen? Whenever it reaches 100, what do you think will happen? It will stop. Which one will stop? My time will stop. What is my time? This interval only, na? Now, dekho. Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear, everyone? Now, before you come tomorrow, today, try it. What is asynchronous JavaScript? One more time, see. Timers, set timeout, set interval, clear timeout, clear interval. Play with this 4. Tomorrow, you are going to learn something nice, things like fetch, promise, and all. So, make sure you come. Okay, that's it for today, man. Thank you all. I will push whole things into the GitHub. Yeah. Online, any doubts you can tell me? Angular not telling. This course is not about Angular, ma. This course only JavaScript. This course where you will not have Angular. In this course, you will never do Angular, ma. Angular, you have to go with separate courses. Namrita, JS image slides. Let me see. The image slider you did. This is really good, eh? But it is loading images very slowly. Think about it. Instead, if it is having any sliding effect, it would be good. See, instead of loading the images, now whoever Namrita, now you already know set interval, na? Put this in automation. Put it in a set timeout or set interval, automatically they should slide. Like how my 0 to 100 is going on, like that, put it as the slides automatically go on. Okay. Yeah. Okay, ma. Okay. That's it. Thank you all.